postpartum breakage is real. Like, what is that? Hello, my beauties. Good morning, good afternoon. If you're new here to my channel, welcome. My name is Kelsey. I'm a licensed esthetician and makeup artist. And on my channel, you're going to see makeup tutorials as well as skincare tips. I am feeling in the Christmas spirit a little bit, or the Yule. That being said, I thought I would do one of my favorite makeup looks for the holiday season. I love a very pretty glittery smoky eye. I think it brings so much, I don't know, it speaks to me. It's kind of like what I just like to wear if I'm going to a Christmas party or whatever I'm doing. And I'm going to be playing with some really nice green tones for this smoky eye. If you are interested in that, please stay. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Without further ado, let's get started. I'm looking a hot mess. Gunnar just went down for a nap, so our morning was long, and I'm hoping I get this up when it's supposed to. If you don't know, I do post on Thursday, but my son is home this week, and which means I'm home this week, and it's been weird. I can't keep track of my days, and I totally didn't even realize what day it was when I started filming. I started filming this on Wednesday. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to be starting off with my Stay Matte Farmasi foundation. For my foundation makeup brush, I use the Morphe MB6. It's just a really nice, flat, compact brush, and it's called a stifling brush, and it just kind of gives me a nice, flawless coverage. But before I apply that foundation, I am going to go in with my Farmasi VFX Strobe Primer. This gives my skin a nice tackiness. I feel that it does help my foundation last throughout the day. Also skincare. Skincare makes your skin look nice as well. Makes your makeup last a little bit longer. Right, some nice tackiness. You know it's a good primer if you go like this and your fingers are tacky to your face. I'm almost out. If you don't know how I start my makeup, if I'm doing a really deep makeup look, I do not set my whole entire base. I just do the top around the eye area so that I can do my brows and my eyeshadow look without having any fallout. So when I'm doing a deep eye makeup look, I do like to prime my eyelids. And for that, I'm just going to be using the Farmasi Makeup Full Coverage Concealer. We're just going to pop that on the eyelids. Gives us a nice, smooth, even complexion. The eyeshadow. Now that I've done it, I'm actually going to go ahead. I'm going to do my eyebrows first, so I will be right back. Eyebrows. If you want to know how I do my eyebrows, I will link the video in the description box if you want to be sent to that video. So for this eyeshadow look today, I'm going to be using the Morphe, it's the Artistry palette, 39A, Dare to Create. So that's what I'm going to be using. It has a lot of beautiful shades and colors. I love the big pans in this. I love that it has mostly mattes with a few shimmers to give you pretty much any eye look that you want. Okay, so first I'm gonna go in with, and the only thing I don't like about Morphe is they just put this like plastic thing in there with the names of the colors. I wish it was like under it or something, because then I have to look at it and be like, I don't know what color I'm using. So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and the shade is called Bear, and I'm just gonna plop that on the top of my eyelid. I'm just gonna get a little bit of that and make sure we dust off the extra. I'm just gonna brush that on the eyelid. This just helps make sure that your base, whatever you use, whether it's concealer or an eyelid primer, does not crease before you start doing your makeup look. When I am doing my smoky eye, I start with my base color and I pack it on the bottom of my lid towards my lash line, and I kind of brush it out from there and start to add a couple more colors or glitter or whatever I'm going to be doing for the look. So for my starting base, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with this really nice mauve dark brown. This one right here. A nice compact brush. So we're just going to grab a little bit of the product, dust it off, and I'm going to pack it on there. I'm just packing it on that lower lash lid, really focusing more towards the eyelashes, because from there we kind of want to blow out that line with another color to make it give it that real nice smoke eye. And I'm just gonna dab a little bit on the corner here and kind of bring it up a little bit into the crease of my eye. And for me personally, I try to not go too far into the corner of my eye and near my tear duct, because with my eye shape, it just kind of gives me like a black eye appearance, and I don't want that. Okay, so now that I have my dark color on the lid, I'm gonna go in. I did say I was doing green, so I'm gonna be going in with this shade right here, this nice olive tone green, and that shade is Pine, so I guess that's very Christmassy. And I'm gonna use a nice fluffy brush. This is a Luxie 290. Just get a little bit of color, tap it off. And now with this color, we're gonna use it to blend out the dark line where the dark brown color is. We're gonna go in really nice and just kind of start doing a sweeping motion, blending the two colors together, back and forth. I'm gonna pack just a little bit in the crease so it kind of gives it a little bit more of that eye color. Not eye color. Blend the two colors together, kind of making it almost like one color. And notice that I am focusing only in my crease. I'm not bringing my brush up because we want to use more, I'm going to be using more of like a shimmery color to really blend it out at the top and give it that nice Christmassy glittery feel at the end. Okay, so from here, I know it looks crazy, but don't judge product before it's done. So from here, I'm actually going to be using my Cover FX contour palette, and I'm going to go in with the brightener right here because it has a nice glittery tone to it. And I'm going to use that with a nice fine detailed brush. This is also a Luxie 141, just a really small, dainty detour brush. And I'm going to use that color to kind of start smoothing and lightening up that really harsh line. Same thing, going with back and forth swiping motions until I feel it looks the way that I want it to. See, this one has that really harsh line, and this one is nice and blurred out. All right, so we have smoothed it out. So next is the glitter part. And I am so drawn to the shade in the Morphe palette right here next to that olive green tone that we used. It's like a nice combination between the brown and the green. I think it'll complement what we got going on very nicely. So for this, going in with a nice small fluffy brush. This is a Aveda brush. I got it in school. Go ahead and pat a little bit on there. And then I'm going to lay that in the corner of my eye right here. It's going to give it a really nice, pretty shimmer. And we're just going to bring it out a little bit. Okay, so from here, after I lighten that corner up just a little bit with a little bit of shimmer, so I'm actually going to use the same brush that I used for the dark color because I'm just using a darker color from there and it's going to blend into that brown anyways. I'm just going to get a little bit of product off and I'm just going to go in with this matte black. We're going to go in with this matte black right here. And this is in shade Muse. Just that outer corner just a little bit, just to give it a little bit more of a smoky definition since we did a lot of lightening with the brighter shimmery colors. Just a little bit in the corner, bring it up into the green. I know y'all thought I was done with the glitter. We're not done with the glitter. We're gonna go in with almost like a glitter liner to end this eyeshadow look, just to give it a little bit of extra since we're talking Christmas party. For that, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Moon Dust. It literally is just glitter. That's all that this is. So I'm actually going to be using the shade Lithium right here. It has a little bit of like a gold tinge, but I think it's going to merge really well with everything else that we got going on. So for this, I'm going to be taking a really nice thin brush because we're going to be doing almost like a liner look with it. And it has almost like a jelly texture, which is why it's going to allow me to do almost like a liner look with it. It's not an eyeshadow. I mean, I guess it is, but it's jelly. I don't know. It's almost wet. So I'm literally going to bring it up on the top of my crease. Do a nice line with it. So that way my eye closes or comes down a little bit, it doesn't totally disappear. So much glitter. Okay, so now we can finish that. We're gonna go ahead and we are going to do the rest of our face. So let's do that. All right, so we are gonna use our Stay Matte foundation once again. And I'm just gonna dot that on my face and blend, blend, blend. Just to brighten my under eye a little bit more, I'm gonna go in with this City Color Correct Dark Shot Corrector. And it's just a really nudie pink color. And I'm just gonna take it on my finger and I'm just gonna dab it under my under eye a little bit before doing my concealer. It already looks a little bit brighter. All right, so now we're gonna go back with our concealer. Again, I use the Farmasi Full Coverage Concealer, and this is in shade 02. I'm just going to dot the corner, bring down a little bit around my nose where I get really red, and a little bit at the end to help give my eye a little bit of a lifting effect. Okay, so now we have that all blended out, I'm gonna go in with my ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder, and I'm gonna use my Beauty Blender to set my under eye. And around my nose. And now that I've set my under eye, I'm going back in my Cover FX palette and my contour powder and just contouring my cheeks. For my highlighter, I really like this deep gold highlighter from Wet n Wild. This color is Awesome Blossom. It looks dark, but when it goes on, it's actually a really pretty, just light gold highlighter. So I'm gonna go back in with my Artistry palette and I'm gonna go on my under eye and I'm gonna use that same deep green and pine that we used on the top lid. I said I was doing more of a green, so that's when the green's gonna kind of come together a little bit more for us. And then I'm going to go in with another small detail brush like the one we had used before. A little bit of that green, brush it off. And then we're gonna go right on the under eye. Bring a little bit more green out in this look. It gives it that nice smoky look one more time for us. And now I'm gonna go ahead and grab that same color that we did on the top lid right here, a little bit of a fleshy brush, and I'm just gonna kind of blend out that bottom a little bit more. Okay, and now we need some lashes. So I'm gonna go throw that on and I'll be right back. And this is the final look. It's a little darker than I had initially intended, but hey, we said smoky eye and we got a smoky eye. I absolutely love doing it for the holidays. I think it goes with the season. I hope this helped all of you get some ideas for what you would like to do for this holiday season for your makeup. If you can do anything at all. I know this year's kind of weird, but I do hope that you find some joy in this season. Thank you all so much for coming to my video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Remember to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all next Thursday. Have a great day.